Hello to everyone. I'm Grandmaster Farrukh Amonatov. I'm so sorry for our delay. Some technical issues was there, but now it's fine, everything. So we'll start. Um Boys under 16, I'm opening. I open already this section. Just want to see some games of Krishna Rohit against Babazada Hazar. So it was D4. Quickly we will see D4, and Babazada Hazar played knight A6. It's very very un- unusual move. So, but it's anyway. It will be interesting. E4, C5. Okay, transposing some kind of Benoni pawn structure. D6, knight C3, knight F6, knight F3, G6, and white took on A6 directly. So making a bad pawn structure, but same time he trading his light square bishop. Takes castles, bishop G7, rook B1, castles, rook E1, bishop G4, H3, and black took on F3. Okay, capture, knight D7, bishop D2, rook B8, knight D1, white trying to play very safely, very solid, queen B6, and bishop C3. So Rohit, I think, um, okay, bit safety playing. Not sure that it's always so great. Queen E2, queen B5, F4, capture, and knight c4. Babazada Hazar playing really very fast, and already after 17 minutes he increased time, and he has plus 16 seconds. And Krishna Rohit spending a lot of time, only 6 minutes on his clock, and now he's thinking, he trying to make some decision right now. But of course, for sure, white position better, slightly, but better anyway, because pawn structure of black on the queen side is not so great. So which move is more natural? Okay, to play b3. And if black will take on c3, we're capturing on c3 by knight, improving our knight. So slightly, but anyway, white is better. But we can't spend so much time, and I can recommend for Rohit to play slightly faster. But okay, he took on g7 directly. Not sure that I will take on g7 first. I will try to play b3 first, and will wait when my opponent will take on c3, and then I will improve my knight from d1. Okay, some small trick, but anyway, it's important. But okay, he took, and again, after king g7, he's spending time, he's thinking. Okay, just a bit strange for me, because in my opinion, absolutely natural move to play b3, attack knight, keep pawn on the b3, where black cannot attack him. So looks absolutely normal move, but okay. Rohit maybe nervous this last round, and very important round, of course, and maybe he trying to play without any risk. But b3, in my opinion, is the same in same way. Okay, before he's thinking, we'll check some other games. As I said, it's a last round today. Some games which is not finished, they will play tomorrow, but it's not, in my opinion, fixed schedule, and it will be really very tough to comment it. Okay, let's check our girls under 18, and here. Okay, let's check leader of the tournament. Okay, one of the leader of the tournament, Batch Ngok Thai against the Lyantsova Xenia. Xenia is white, and okay, maybe. Okay, quickly, we will check from the opening. E4, C5, knight F3, D6, and she played B5, bishop B5 check. Knight C6, wow, very interesting. Batch played usual move in this position, bishop d7 and knight d7, and knight c6 is, of course, is also possible, but not so popular as other moves. So knight c6, d4, capture, knight takes, bishop d7, c4 she played, knight f6, knight c3, e6, bishop. Oh, sorry, castles first, and bishop e7, bishop e3, a6, bishop a4 castles, bishop c2, she bring her bishop on c2, queen c7, b3, knight d4, knight d4, knight d4, knight d4. B5, is it possible now? I think b5 was possible. b5, and if takes, we can capture on d4, and after bishop d4, e5. Like this, we can try to win some material. Bishop leaving, and we can take on c3. It was some small trick, but Batch took on d4 directly. And Xenia took by queen, rook a c8, so simply threatening to play b5, and Xenia anyway trying to prevent it. A4 and bishop c6, but why not knight g4? Knight g4 is a typical move in this type of position. If white giving chance to play knight g4, we need to make it always. It's really will be always well for us. Knight g4, and if bishop leaving, maybe some ideas with d5 is also coming because queen h2 suddenly can checkmate. Very strange. Very strange. Knight g4, absolutely natural move. And also bishop f6, tempting move is coming. Bishop is hanging. Some d5 ideas is coming also. I'm really very surprised why Batch not played like this. She played bishop c6, and immediately Xenia played f3, preventing any ideas with knight g4. Rook d8, and a bishop b6, trading the queens. Capture, capture. Rook e8, rook a d1. G6 and A5. So she fixed pawn structure on the queen side, and now her position. Okay, I can't say that it's better, but maybe slightly pleasant, slightly pleasant. And I'm trying to understand D5 right now. Is it possible for black or not? D5, ED5, ED5. Let's say CD5. And after CD5, I can take knight D5, knight D5, bishop D5, rook D5, rook takes C2. And it looks absolutely well for black. Looks like equal position. Looks like equal position. Let's we'll check. D5, capture, 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 capture. Takes, and rook takes C2. Black rook on the second rank is really very active. For example, if white will try to make something like rook d7, black can try to bring second rook on e2, and after that it will be really very risky for white. For example, bishop e4 maybe. My next move will be rook e2. So I think black is absolutely normal in this position. So I think she will push right now her pawn on d5. Even she's thinking, okay, they made some few more moves. And again, I'm not correct. Again, I'm not correct because she played knight d7. So she trying to play without any risk. But her position is not so great. In my opinion, we cannot to play like this. We need to make some problems for our opponent. Zelyantseva Xenia played bishop d4. Yes, of course, she keeping bishop on a board, preventing any black possibilities with bishop f6. And again, now Batch Ngok Tsai thinking, and she made a move. She played bishop d8. Bishop d8, simply attacking pawn on b4. It was my first thoughts when I saw her move knight d7. I thought, okay, just she want to play bishop d8. But then I decided that it's a bit risky because b4 is coming. Of course, she will push. I mean, Xenia will push her pawn on b4, saving pawn, and same time threatening to play b5. Not sure in a batch decision now, and what to do now. What to do now? Knight e5 is not so great because anyway, maybe white can push pawn on b5. takes, bishop d7, bishop e5, pawn takes, rook d7. Of course, knight c3 is hanging. Okay. No, it's really very risky. Very risky for black to play like this. Okay. Yeah, and Batch played b6. Wow. b6, fighting. So b5 now is nothing because black keeping some squares, a b7, a8 for bishop. So, how to play? Very interesting question. How to play? b5 now. b5 now. A b5, pawn takes. Bishop takes b5, knight takes b5, rook c2, but knight d6 is coming, and still a pawn is alive, and maybe it will be big problem for black if white will push pawn on a6. Oh no, 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 it's too much. It's too much. Bishop b7 also not pleasant because a6 coming with a tempo, so no choice. Bishop a8, and what about this position? What about this position? A6. Too risky because e5, black's threatening to win a piece. Oh, maybe it's not so bad for black. Maybe it's not so no, maybe not so bad for black. Yeah. E5 is really very unpleasant. Even I don't know how to play. Oh, very interesting. So, and what to do? Take on b6. I don't want to take, honestly, because knight b6, bishop b6 even possible, and black getting some counterweight against our pawns on the queen side. c4, b4 pawns will be a bit weak. Very interesting moment. Yeah, but maybe it's some kind of necessary for white to play like this because I don't see any other possibilities after b6. Only two moves, b5 or a b6. So if we decided that b5 is risky, so no choice, we need to take on b6. Take on b6, knight takes, and now save c4 pawn or c5 or bishop b3 or bishop d3, maybe bishop d3. At least bishop from d3 looking on a6 pawn. So I think I prefer to play like this. I prefer to play like this. But of course, it's very easy to sit at home and analyze and discuss with you and make mistakes and then go back. It's really very easy. But during the game, you must make decision immediately and right now. And if you will make mistake, you will lose immediately. You cannot go back. So not easy, really not easy to play chess sometimes. Okay. So, oh, she pushed her pawn on b5. She pushed her pawn on b5, but it's too risky, we decided. And Batch can take on b5, takes, and play bishop a8. And it's too risky. e5 is coming, two pieces on one file. Not sure in Xenia move now. But Batch playing, Batch played bishop b7. Oh, bishop b7, bishop b7. And maybe it's not so bad now for white. Every move, both players giving chances for the opponents. Okay, what was then? Takes. Pawn is hanging, so bishop a4, logical and natural move. Rook e7, and now white to play. And how to play. Pawn is hanging. A b6 I don't like because we're improving black pieces. Knight b6 is coming. Then what? Knight b5 maybe. But rook c4 is coming. And bishop on a4 is hanging. No time to take on d6. Oh, maybe even this position is fine. Okay, what about bishop b5? Knight, bishop b5, knight b5, and if she will take on c4 we can capture on d6. And maybe it's not so bad. Yeah, it's happened, and Xenia played bishop b5. Bishop b5 for sure. Batch will take on b5. No any other choice. It's only move. And after bishop b5, we need to take only knight b5 because cb5 it's too much. e5 is coming. But one more option here. What about knight d5? E takes, knight check, bishop takes, and a6. My a pawn is so strong. But it's strong pawn, of course. But if we can bring our rook inside, let's say rook c1, rook c7, or somewhere, but black will play bishop f6 and knight c5, and after that, position will be really very bad for white. Yeah, it's not so good. Not so good. Okay, so not necessarily to take by pawn. We need to take by knight, and I will be really very no. I think it will be over now. I mean, very soon, not right now. I think they will trade all pawns on the queen side and agree for draw. Something like this. Rook c4, knight d6, knight d6, rook somewhere, rook, I don't know, a4, capture, 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 like this. And they will agree to draw. I not will be surprised if it will happen like this. Yes, of course, maybe some other moves is also possible there, but just first vision on this position. Let's follow the game. Rook c4. Oh, sorry, no, not like this. 1 second. Wait. No, knight b5 was in the game. Oh, but she took on a5. Wow. So she trying to win anyway. So Xenia took on d6, yes, and rook c6 now. e5, yes, supporting knight. And what about this position? Oh, I thought that both players agreed to make a fast draw. But now I see I was absolutely wrong because both of them is playing. White have a really very strong knight on d6 outpost. Black have a pass pawn on a file. So let's say position approximately equal. Okay, before Batch is thinking, let's check what happenings in a boys action under 16 game between Babazada against Wow, already finished? Wow, it's so fast. And Krishna Rohit lost his game. Okay, let's check. So we stopped watching after king takes g7. Rohit played b3. Yes, it's absolutely normal. Knight a3, rook c1, c4. Yes, rook e3. Why rook e3? What's the reason to play rook e3 if your knight on d1? Okay, maybe Rohit is like only starting his chess career, but I will give you one advice, Rohit. First of all, try to improve your minority pieces, especially the knight. If your knight on d1, your first thoughts must be about your knight, not about rook, not about something else, only about knight. Of course, you need to improve your knight first of all. Maybe knight e3, maybe knight c3, something like this, but not rook e3. Not sure. Rook fc8 and b4. Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. But why? If I will play simply knight c3, is it so bad? Maybe I'm missing something. C takes, I can take A takes, even C takes, I can capture. Not sure, not sure. Okay, let's check quickly. B4 he played, and Hazard played C3, logical. Capture, capture, E5. No, come on. Come on, Rohit. And improved his pawns. And improved his pawns. Do something else, but don't improve pawns of your opponent. Oh. And now black is pawn up, and all pieces is very active. Position is totally losing. So let's check the game. Yes, yes, it was in the game. Check, knight c3, a5, capture on a2. Yeah, really very brilliant game from Babazada Hazar. And even if you remember, his first move was knight a6. Maybe some of young players will check this game and will see how Babazada Hazar played. Don't follow his opening. You can follow from the middle game how he played, and it was really very nice. I like how Babazada Hazar played, but don't play please knight a6. No, knight a6 generally, of course, it's a good move, but not on a first move. Not necessarily. Okay, yes, yes. Yeah, simply pawn up and pawn running till a7 immediately, and the new queen is coming. And after that, not necessarily to check the game. Of course, Hazar won this position very easily. But okay, anyway, let's check. Yes, yes. New queen. Okay. And okay, just checkmate on a board. Yep, very good game, Hazard. Congratulations. Let's check what happenings in Xenia game. So we stop watching after bishop c7. Yes, knight is hanging. So bishop b2. Come on, Xenia, you cannot to play like this. You must support your knight. What about c5? c5, knight takes c5. Rook c1. I think it's fine, no? Oh, bishop b6 there. Take like this. Bishop b6. And second rook coming on c7. Maybe it's not so bad. Maybe it's not so bad. Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong. Sorry. But you must try to save your knight on d6, something like c5. I don't know how, but you must try. Okay, so she played bishop b2. Like this, she saved her knight. Bishop b6 check. Batch played king h1. Okay, knight c5. Okay, knight c5 blocking c pawn. Of course, absolutely, Xenia, you're right. You must press his pieces. And now Batch is thinking, and she's trying to decide how to play. Maybe something like a4, or just no. I don't like a4. I like to improve my rook from e7. I don't know where e7, d7, c7, maybe even a7, but not on a7 to keep him. So simply, I prefer to play rook. I don't know, rook d7 maybe. Safety move. I improved my rook, pressing opponent knight on d6. Maybe sometimes I can play f6 and we'll try to attack e5 pawn. And what happened in okay, she played rook a7. Okay, absolutely natural move. I like it. So, and what white can try? So in the openings, in the end game, it's really very, very important. So maybe double rooks, maybe f4, g4, f5, maybe something like this. Maybe directly. If you have some possibility to make a threat, just do it, but not when you're making worse your pieces. For example, knight b5 is not great. Your knight on d6 staying absolutely well, and not necessarily to make worse your pieces. You need to make threats and improve, same time improve your pieces. Maybe rook b1, for example, with the idea to take on b6 and bishop c5. This move I like. Maybe f4 g4, as I said, I will try to use my rook from f1. It's also a move which I like. Let's see how Xenia played in her game. So she played h3. Wow, very safely. Rook a8, and okay, just waiting move, something like g4 f4, something like this. But she playing rook b1. Okay. I like this move, honestly, because I see threats. I see that we want to take on b6, and what black can do now. And what black can do now, bishop c7 or knight somewhere. Bishop c7 or knight somewhere. Maybe knight d3, attacking pawn on e5. Looks a bit risky, but maybe we need to play like this, no choice. And I don't understand, why Batch in this moment played rook a8. Who can tell me? What's the reason to play rook a8? Hmm. Or the reason to play rook a8, in my opinion, necessarily move. Our necessarily move to push pawn on a4. Even I don't see any big difference between rook on a7 and rook on a8. So, but I see that a4 making my position better. Only 3 more squares. Its new queen is coming. But okay, she played rook b1, and now Bach is thinking. She trying to find the best way, the best move in this position. So which best move? I like bishop c7. I like bishop c7, but after bishop c7, I'm thinking that Xenia will play simply rook fd1. And if Bach will take on d6, I can capture by my rook, attacking rook on c6. So it will be fine, I think, for white. It will be fine for white. Okay, yeah. Sometimes even I can find moves. Yes, it's happened in the game. It's happened in the game. Bach played knight bishop c7 and Xenia played a rook d1. Bach spending time. Her timings now is 40 seconds against 1 minute. Okay, not big difference, but anyway. So finally, Bach pushed her pawn on a4, and continuously, Xenia, you need to make a threat. No any other choice, because other way, black will start to make some threats. So rook b5, I think is coming. So rook b5, knight leaving, c5, fixing our knight on d6, and after that, I don't know how to play. Okay, after that we can go inside rook b7, maybe f4 g4, something like this. So it will be absolutely natural moves. Okay, f4 she played. F4 she played. And Bach playing absolutely logical. She trying to press pieces. Rook d8. Of course, it's not a threat. Right now, black cannot win a pawn because knight on c5 will be hanging. But at least, during the game, when you're making even some ideas, even some small threats, it's disturbing your opponent so much. And he's starting to make nervous, and it's really very important. Nowadays, it's absolutely, especially in control like this, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, even bleeds. It's really very important to attack. Okay, even look, rook d8, not making any threats, but anyway, Xenia spending time and she's thinking now. So she played rook d4 and Batch to move now. And what to do now? What to do now? So she played knight b3. Okay. Oh, sorry, no. No, it's happened. Bishop d6. Bishop d6. She took knight. And what about rook d6? No, it's too risky. Okay, let's all follow the game. They're making really very fast moves. ed5, ed6. She took knight b3. Rook e4. Oh, Xenia. What you doing? What you doing? Oh, she lost. She simply lost her rook. Knight d2. Oh, come on. So sad. Rook e1. Even rook e1. But why not? You must save your c-pawn. Without c-pawn, you will lose very easily, Xenia. Rook b e1 at least you need to play. And after that, c5, and okay, just this position, we can hold a thing. But she's sacrificing second. Oh, no, 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 no. Of course, now black position is totally winning. Exchange up plus extra pawn. Yeah, Xenia, what happened with you? Yeah, losing absolutely. Just simply a3 I can play. Simply even I can take on d7, rook takes d7, and simply take on b4 with two extra pawns. I think black will win very, very easily. Fantastic. Yeah. So what to say? It's a tragedy, like full game played well, and when you have a seconds on a clock to miss some net jumping, and it's really very sad. The players who playing really very well in bullet chess, they're saying that when you have a seconds, knight is really very powerful piece because he's jumping and he can make a threat. For bullet players, knight is really very, very important piece. In the classical games, of course, it's not so important. Even it's not absolutely important. Bishops is much better and stronger. But in bullet, knight can make so many threats, and it's really very dangerous piece. Okay, yeah, sorry, Xenia, you lost very, very sadly. And congratulations to Batch. She fight and she made some small, at least some problems, and she won a game. Congratulations. Okay, who else? Let's check some running games. Under 18s they finished. Which game? Okay, Galadza Kesaria against Ludina Veronica. Veronica is 2 pawns up. Of course, one of the pawn will leave board right now. Rook a7, I guess. Rook takes a7, and okay, just Veronica is pawn up, and she have a good chances to win a game. But as we saw in a previous game, everyone can miss some opponent idea, some opponent threats, and everything can be happen here. So what was then? Rook a7, king takes, king b7, knight, rook takes a7, knight a4, king b7, rook c5, attacking knight. Okay, knight d4 we can play. Knight d6, come on. Why not knight d4? Why you're not attacking weakness? Why so safety, Kesaria? Not sure. Rook d5. But same story, no? It's the same story. Same story. What's the reason to play rook d5 and improve black king? He dreaming to improve. his king, and okay, we're simply helping him to bring king on c6 with a tempo. Knight e4. Okay, so right now black pieces is bit active, and I think it will be really very tough now to win a game. Rook e3. But knight d2 is coming, and we're losing pawn on b3. Yes, it's happened. Oh, yeah, and it's totally equal position. Not sure that white can try to do something. Okay, he can try to run till h6 and win h7 pawn, but not sure that it will be enough. Not sure that it will be enough for white. But okay, let's check. King f4. Oh, black will try, of course, to attack white piece pawns also. Something like knight c1, king g5, knight d3, f3, and simply knight e1. And I think this game will be over soon. Knight h4, f4, and knight g2. Yeah, like this they can make a draw, but now it's different position. How it's happened? Yeah, position was like this. Veronica played knight c3, so she not trying even to attack pawns. But why king d4? Why not king f4? Knight d3 check is coming. Yeah, I see now. Okay, check like this, check like this, check like this. Yeah, nothing special. Nothing special. Yeah, and Veronica starting to repeat checks. Yeah, position is equal. So king b6 and simply knight c8 again check, and it will be, I think it will be perpetual. Yeah, and they agreed for draw. Yeah, very interesting. Okay, under 16. Oh, whoa. Okay, this endgame, but this endgame is totally equal. White cannot improve his position. No, not possible even. Just black will keep rook on the 5th rank and no progress in this game. And one more game, Payen Igili, yes, against Por Yu Tian. So Por Yu Tian against Ryan Agili. Okay, position also looks like equal. Black have a pass pawn on e-file, but pawn is saved. I mean, it's blocked really very well, and I don't see any improving for black. No choice. Yes, of course, they will try, they will play, but I don't see any progress. Okay, what about Varshny Aryan against Lutzko? Yes, of course. Varshny tried to play rook d5, transpose in the pawn end game, but of course rook b1. And if white will try to bring king on f6, it's not dangerous. Check and like this. And like this. And game's over. Yeah. It will be draw. Okay, let's wait. Sorry, how it's happened? Oh, Aryan played rook a5, and Lutzko Artyom made a check, simply cutting a white king, and yeah, it's very close from draw. So I don't see how white will try to improve his king. Yeah. And what about Ryan game? So Ryan trade one of his pawn on b4. Okay, I can understand. Yes. And okay, rook a5 bit risky. Rook a5 bit risky, so okay, b3 simply maybe, no? b3 trading pawns and okay, just slowly bringing king on the king side. And even after that, if we will win even pawn on e4, it will be anyway dead draw. So I don't see any progress for black. Okay, rook d7. Rook d7. Why rook d7? No idea. Okay, let's check. King f6, rook d5. Okay. Okay. And now finally rook a6. Rook d4. Capture. Check. And then? Yeah. So simply black can try to play king d6, king d5. With so strong pass pawn, I think it will be easy draw. Yeah. And poor Hu Tian played king d6 before king d5, and even it's only can be dangerous for white, but I think it's okay. Oh, what about e3? E3 b6, king d3 b7. No, it's very risky for black. Very risky. Oh, sorry, for white. Oh, I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure. Agili, in my opinion, made really very, very risky moves. So b7, rook e8. B7, rook e8, yeah. Oh, ho, ho. Agili made mistake, I think, because now e2 is coming, and after that king d2, and black king can win a rook, and fast, very fast going on the king side, where king will take 2 pawns. I think white made big mistake. b7 and rook e8. Yes, it's happened on a board. Mm-hmm. King a5 and of course e2. Yes, it's happened. Oh. I think game over. I think game is over. He missed. He missed this quickly. Running of the king. Yeah, it's not so good. Not so good. Okay, let's check what is in the game. King a6, king d2, capture, and king f3. Yeah, totally losing position. b8, rook takes, king takes, king g3, king h3, king g4, and finito la comedy. So, what was then? h4. Wow, last chance. Take g5, h3. Yeah, it's too late. King g4 even king g4. Oh, I got it. So Paul trying to win this g pawn simply. King g4, g6, king g5, g7, and king g6. And after b8 takes, and king takes g7. And after that, pawn running very, very fast. Yeah. So, yeah, and it's happened in the game. Same absolutely position right now. And yes. And I think it will be over very soon. They playing. Okay. And finally, Agili Ryan resigned in this game. So I think it's enough. It's over. Yeah. Okay, so it was really very interesting. First Grand Prix tournament. Today's last round. Some few more games is there, but they will play a bit later, even maybe not today. So for this reason, I want to say thank you very much for all of you. Follow our second tournament. It will start after few days. 10 winners of this qualified going in again we'll play in the second tournament, and after that we will know who exactly are qualifying in the super final tournament, which will take part in December, from 18th December till 24th December. So I think it will be really very awesome tournament, and the super final players will be very soon, I'm sure. Absolutely will be GMs and IMs, and it's our future great chess players. So thank you very much for all of you. See you very soon. Goodbye. Follow us in YouTube. Goodbye.